Hello, it's Brandon, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of my studio, this little corner of my apartment, and I'm going to show you my lights, I'm going to show you my audio setup, and I'm going to show you my camera setup so that you can see the behind the scenes of how I make all of these videos. First, the lights. My key light and my fill light are a pair of eMart Studio lights. You can get a kit on Amazon fairly cheaply. This kit with 3 lights, actually, instead of just the 2, came for about 60 bucks, and it comes with 3 light stands, 3 light mounts, 3 bulbs, and then a case to carry them in, plus 2 reflectors and 2 diffusers. My key light is mounted a little bit taller and has a newer soft box around it to diffuse the light a little bit more, to bounce it more at me and diffuse it, whereas my fill light just has a diffuser and it sits a little bit farther away from me, I think. But those are my lights. You see these string lights. These are just Christmas lights set up in the background that my girlfriend and I put up around Christmas, and I just haven't taken them down because I like the aesthetic. But those are my lights. In fact, the bulbs inside those aren't even the bulbs that came with the lights. The bulbs actually came from these ceiling lights above my head. If I were to show you my apartment, you would see that I only have, I think, 4 total lights, total bulbs in these ceiling fans. I have 1 in this fan, 1 in the living room, and then I think 2 in my bedroom, because I've taken 2 of the bulbs out and put them into these lights. Gives them a little bit of a weird orangey warm color, so I have to counter that in my camera. But those are my lights. They're very cheap, 60 bucks, plus another maybe 10 bucks for a pair of light bulbs at Walmart. And those are my lights. Then we have the audio setup. I have the Rode Video Mic Go, which is by default and only shotgun microphone. It's mounted on this pile it's a tripod microphone stand. It's kind of a boom stand. It's not super tall, but mounted on my desk, it's tall enough to get the microphone out of line of sight for the video and put the microphone right above my head. And coiled around it, I have a Movo 3.5 millimeter female to male cable. It's about 2 meters? It's about 10 feet long, so it's coiled up a little bit, but I just plug the microphone into the cable coils around the top and the arm and then the leg of the tripod, and then it runs directly into the camera here where the audio is captured. And so that's my audio setup. The Video Mic Go runs for about 90 bucks, I think. And then this tripod mount was 15 bucks. Cable itself was another 10 or 15. So that's like 120 bucks tops for this setup. Add in the lights and about 180 bucks for this whole rigging system. And then we have the camera. I've told you before, the camera that I record on is the Canon EOS M50 with the kit 15 to 45 millimeter lens. It's set at 15 millimeters for the focal length because I'm so close to it right now, and it gives you a nice wide look at the room behind me. On it is just an Amazon Basics tripod. It's very cheap. This runs for about 15 bucks on Amazon. Links for all these items will be in the description down below. But with this camera that runs, let's say $600 as a kit, tripod that runs another 15, that's 615 plus 180. So that's like $700 for my whole studio setup. And that's it. That's how I make YouTube videos. I have all these lights running to a power strip that I flip off when I'm not recording. I just flip that on, mount the camera, twist on the microphone, plug everything in, plug it in, sit down, hit record, and I go. And so that's my studio. Let me know if you have any other questions about gear or how to set up your studio. I do a little bit of free consulting and advising with people who ask. So if you have any questions about studio setups, leave those in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, nerds.